Yes, last year's Breeders' Cup juvenile winner Corniche will run in this year's Kentucky Derby. Or so I believe. Question is, will his trainer be Bob Baffert? I'm not here to speculate on that. I'll let you come up with your own guesses on whether or not Baffert will be cleared and able to be the trainer for this horse when he runs in the Derby. But I'm pretty darn certain this horse will run. So let's assume he's going to be a Derby starter, and let's take a good look at his chances of winning that race. Let's start with his victory in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. Almost every year, the winner of the Breeders' Cup Juvenile is the early favorite for the Derby. But bear in mind, only 2 horses have won the Breeders' Cup Juvenile and the Kentucky Derby since the beginning of the Breeders' Cup races over 30 years ago. The first was Street Sense in 2006, and the only other horse to do it was Nyquist in 2015. So for me, that's strike 1 against Corniche. In my opinion, Corniche is a very big, very heavy horse. Here he is last April doing his breeze for the Ocala breeder sale of 2-year-olds in training. You can see the massive hindquarters on this horse. He reminds me of another very heavy, powerful horse trained by Baffert, Nadal. Nadal only had 4 starts lifetime. He did not win past 1 1/8 miles, and his career was cut short after that first start. Was it because he was so heavy that the great speed that he had caused him to be unsound? We'll never know the answer to that. It's certainly worth considering, and I don't consider this great size as any particular advantage when it comes to the 1 1/4 Derby and the tough road to get to it. I see Corniche's pedigree as a big plus for him. He's by Quality Road, who is in the direct sire line of the great Mr. Prospector. Quality Road's $150,000 stud fee reflects his success as a stallion, but he has not sired a classic winner yet. Quality Road himself did not win a race longer than 1 1/8 miles, but I would not hold that against him because when you consider that in the last 44 years since Seattle Slew won the Kentucky Derby, only 2 Kentucky Derby winners sired Kentucky Derby winners, and that was Seattle Slew, who sired Swale, and Unbridled, who sired Grindstone. In fact, if you look closely at these stallions who are so successful, they're all milers, 1 1/8 miles, horses like Quality Road here and Into Mischief. So I'll give Corniche a great big plus on pedigree. That said, Corniche has had 3 starts. He won all 3. The distances were, in his maiden race, 5.5 furlongs, the American Pharoah, 1 1/16 miles, and the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, 1 1/16 miles. Can he go further than that? Can he do 1 1/8 miles? I'm sure he can. But can he do 1 1/4 miles? Or is he going to be like his sire and top out at 1 1/8 miles? I think with his weight, that could be a tough one. 1 1/4 miles, weight's going to tell. And it's not just the weight on the saddle, it's the weight of the horse itself. Here's Corniche in a breeze last fall at Santa Anita, and you can get a pretty good idea of just how big and heavy this horse is when you see him breezing in company. He's the horse on the inside. And speaking of breezes, we have no official workouts for this horse yet. He's at a private training center. There's no official clocker there, so there's no official workouts. If they've been breezing him, we just don't know. There's been some reports and some pictures of him galloping and working there, so I assume he is being breezed. I would expect this horse to show up for the perhaps Arkansas Derby or the Santa Anita Derby. We'll just have to wait and see, but I'm pretty sure you're going to see him in the Kentucky Derby. And it's up to you if you think this horse is going to hold up with that great weight. That can be very hard on the legs. If he's going to make the distance, who knows? Justify was a great big heavy horse, and he did it. He got the Triple Crown. He got all 3 of them. But boy, he had a very short racing career, only 6 starts. So there's my first report on the Kentucky Derby this year. It was a very interesting horse, lots of drama going on, very capable individual. A really interesting prospect. So thanks for watching. Check out our website, get some information on our racing club, and good luck at the races.